So let's here see. So let's here see. So let's here see the significance. Second point is next point is significance or importance of the high sea. What is the significance and importance of the high sea? Here is the given seven significance, and so we should see all of them one by one. First is telling that first significance regulate the climate change. High sea importance of the high sea. First is regulate the climate change. Second importance is related to the high sea is the telling that home to around 2.7 lakh known species. Means this is a high sea is the home of 2.7 lakh a species which is known. Means we already aware that species have a stay and used to live in high sea. Third importance is account for more than 60% of the world ocean area. Means high seas occupies 60% of the world's ocean area. Next importance is telling that aesthetic, scientific and cultural service. They also provide an opportunity, and you can say a, a provide a opportunity for scientific development and cultural service. Next, the next significance or importance is provide seafood and raw material, genetic and medicine resource. Means high sea is also a, a became a platform, or we can say became a basic source of the seafood, means food and raw material and genetic and medicinal resource. Next importance is here is given that next importance point is soak up carbon dioxide and world's largest carbon sink. Means high sea is the world's largest carbon sink. Next importance is telling that produce half of the oxygen breathed by living being. Means half of the oxygen produced which is living being have used that oxygen. As we all knowing that living being can survive only they can inhale the oxygen and they can take the oxygen in regular basis. So these are the significance. So you can go in your own way. Next important point here is given that major principle here telling that draft high CTT objective here given. It will ensure the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity in area beyond national jurisdiction through international cooperation and coordination. Then you can say high adopt high sea treaty. What is a high adopt high sea treaty? It telling that objective is to ensure the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity in the area beyond national jurisdiction through international cooperation and coordination. Key highlight key highlight here is given the key highlight like the given environmental impact assessments telling that party obligate to conduct environmental impact assessment, undertaking process of a screening, a scoping, etc. under environmental impact assessment before implementation of the project. Next point telling that Environmental impact will be followed by an environmental management plan. Next, here telling the fair and equitable sharing principle, sharing benefit. What is this? Telling that fair and equitable sharing of the benefit. Telling that access and the benefit sharing committee will frame guideline for sharing benefit arising from the marine genetic resource and digital sequence information on the MGR of the area beyond national jurisdiction. Second point telling that no state can claim it right over the marine genetic resource of the area beyond national jurisdiction. Means this is the fair and equitable sharing of the benefit. Next point here is the given consent from indigenous community. What is a consent from indigenous community? Telling that here theory, prior, prior, and informed consent is necessary for assessing marine resources in high sea area that are held by indigenous people and local community. Indigenous people and local community. Institutional mechanism telling that conference of the party will be set up for governance. Clearing house mechanism will enable party to access, provide, and give information on activity taking place in the relation to the agreement. And other highlight telling that area-based management tools. What is area-based management tool? It is telling that it is a comprehensive system with ecological representative will connected network of the marine protected area. Next, telling that capacity building and technology transfer. Next, other highlight means technology building and technology capacity building and technology transfer. What is this? In marine scientific research and the development and transfer of marine technology. Next, in telling that marine protected area treaty will demarcate the MPA in high sea. These can be called national park or the wildlife reserve of the ocean. Next is telling equity. What is equity? Full recognition of the special circumstance of a small island developing state and of the least developed country, acknowledge of the special interests and need of the landlocked developing country. Next is Global Environmental Facility Trust Fund. It will help in mobilizing resource settlement of the dispute. Party have the obligate to settle dispute by peaceful means. Exceptional. Except for part third, second, dealing with the marine genetic resource agreement does not apply to any warship, military aircraft, or naval luxury. Next, here is given in block United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. And what is this? We have to see in detail. First point here is given Secretariat. There is a division of the Ocean Affair and the Law of the Sea, United Nations. About it lay down a comprehensive regime of law and order in the world's ocean and sea, establish rule governing all usage of the ocean and their resources. Genesis. It concluded after the three United Nations Conference on the Law of the Sea, which took place between 1973 and 1982, adopted and came into force in 1994. Next is telling that membership. It has been ratified by 168 countries and including India is also. Other key information telling that It established the International Court of the Law of the Sea competence or to hear disputes relating to interpretation and application of the treaty. So this is the important point we have. High Sea has the given about the map. Here is the maritime zone, sovereignty, sovereignty extend. So let's see this also we have to see. Here telling the coastal or baseline territorial 12 nautical mile is a come under the territorial sea, and sovereignty extend to the water column and to the airspace above and to the seabed and the subsoil. Next is continuous zone, limited law enforcement zone. Exclusive economic zone is come, there is the 200 nautical mile from the coastal point in territorial sea. Then this is the telling that sovereign right over nature resource, the water column and the sea and subsoil. Next is extended continental shelf. This is the this is come under the high sea. Okay, this come under the high sea to a maximum of 350 nautical mile from the coast baseline, 100 nautical mile beyond the 2500 meter isobath, whichever is greater. Next is deep sea area. This is the deep sea area. So this much have given here. So, so I think we have see all the importance point in the topic of the what you have in vision have given biodiversity of area beyond national in jurisdiction TT United Nations High Sea TT. So here I would like to stop.